This video is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and now an official partner with the UFC. And just like the athletes fight in the cage, Morgan & Morgan will fight for you if you need them for any kind of personal injury case. But Morgan & Morgan is also giving away 2 tickets to the big Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler fight in Las Vegas on UFC 303 on June 29, a dream for any UFC fan to witness a Conor McGregor fight in person. And all you have to do is click the link in the description below or head to morganufc.com/weasel to enter the contest and to see if you can win. It'd be awesome to see you guys there. The fight is happening. Michael Chandler just spoke about the whole Conor McGregor situation where, he may have been pulling out, the presser got canceled, all that sort of stuff. Well, he just came out and said that the fight is on. And there's also a new trailer, which looks like it's a bit of a confirmation that the fight is still going on. But Chandler did say that there was a point where it looked like the fight wasn't going to happen. He said that he was told that the fight looked like it was going to be off for whatever reason that was. We don't know if it was an injury. We don't know if it has something to do with media obligations, like press conferences, interviews, and all that stuff that Conor maybe didn't want to be a part of. We don't know if it was like him trying to negotiate for something. I don't know. We have no idea why Conor wasn't going to be part of the fight, but now it's intact, and Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler is going to take place on June 29, and man, it's probably going to be one of the best fights of the entire year, or at least like the most exciting. 300 is big, and now there's the Conor fight. This may go down as one of the biggest years for pay-per-view fights in a very, very long time, and I cannot wait to see Conor back. Both guys just geared up to fight each other. Michael Chandler's been waiting out for a long time, and it looks like he made the right move. There was a lot of doubt about Michael Chandler fighting Conor. Maybe Conor was going to fight someone else. That was the original skepticism around the Conor fight. Maybe Conor doesn't want to fight Michael Chandler, so why is he waiting out for it? Then when they did the Ultimate Fighter together, there could have been a change of an opponent for Conor, potentially. Conor may not have come back for a long time. Maybe Michael Chandler at his older age was waiting out way too long. He cannot just completely waste so much time like that without even fighting at all, especially with the lightweight division constantly moving. Islam just fought Dustin. Arman is going to be potentially the next opponent for Islam Makhachev. Charles Oliveira wants to do some of these other bigger fights that don't really have much to do with the actual title. He would love a title shot, but it looks like he wants to fight Colby. That's the guy he called out. Or maybe he wants to fight the winner of Conor versus Chandler. That would be big. Maybe Max Holloway gets thrown in there in the future with his BMF title. So Michael Chandler sticking with Conor here was the right move, because not only does it get him a shot of beating the biggest star in UFC history, but off of that win, he can get a big fight with Max. He can get a big fight with Charles again. The options for Michael Chandler's next opponent are going to be amazing for him. And that goes for Conor too. Conor needs this win. It's his comeback. He had the leg injury before. He feels like he needs to fight Dustin Poirier again, as the third fight wasn't a real loss, according to him. I think he would welcome a Charles Oliveira fight. That would be huge. But what are the chances he goes and fights for a title after? What if Conor beats Michael Chandler, like, let's say, first round knockout in vintage Conor McGregor fashion, and then he goes and fights Islam after, or something crazy? I don't think he should fight for a title next. I think he needs to fight another contender or something like that. Michael Chandler is in the top 7, so maybe one more big win. If he fights Charles Oliveira, gets that massive fight, multi-million pay-per-view card, and if he were to knock him out too, then you give him a title shot. That'd be one of the craziest runs or comebacks in MMA history if he pulls together wins like that. Because here's the thing, a lot of people are saying that Conor is completely washed up. Maybe it's going to depend on his performance against Chandler, but he has been looking very good in the sparring. He's looking very good in training, fast, precise with his shots, putting together good combinations. I cannot wait for this fight. I'm so happy Conor's staying in the fight, and that is going to be one of the craziest first rounds in UFC history. I think stylistically Conor has a good shot on beating Michael Chandler, especially now that Chandler's saying he's going to run straight at Conor. If he runs straight at Conor, he's getting knocked out, most likely, unless Conor is washed. Imagine Conor trying to slip the punch and he doesn't slip good enough, right? His defense is just not on point as usual, and he moves his head into the punch and gets knocked out for it. That would be crazy, but I do expect one of the fighters to knock the other out. Chandler is very powerful. He's fast, he's athletic, but as Conor has said before, precision beats power and timing beats speed. This is the ultimate test of that philosophy.